Everything from brown lawns to taking limited showers, we are all feeling the impacts of water restrictions, and that's a concern for people who run cemeteries. 23 ABC's Mark Christian has that story tonight.
Now, many of us are willing to accept the sacrifice of not having green landscape around our homes, but are we okay with cemeteries not looking as green in the months to come?
It doesn't fit me at all.
Many cemeteries across the state worry about family members finding dry, parched grass on the plots of their loved ones. But people we spoke with say they understand.
We all have to do our part in this water drought.
Now, since the drought took center stage with statewide restrictions that haven't officially hit cemeteries yet, Greenlawn Cemetery and Mortuary has cut back on the amount of time as well as the days per week they water their lawns.
We felt it was our responsibility, if our neighbors are cutting back water, that we should try to do the same. So we've implemented some reductions.
For them, keeping their lawns green is a concern because the Department of Consumer Affairs has set guidelines for cemeteries that include maintaining green grass.
And some of this restrictions on water does run counter to what those restrictions are. So we're going to do the best we can, but also try to cut back and see if we can. And I think we'll get a little grace there.
However, not all cemeteries in town are faced with that scenario. The National Cemetery near Arvin, which opened in 2009, doesn't mess with grass at all. It was designed to be part of the area's dry native landscape.
We wanted to match the surrounding area, and so we decided to go with a water-wise system.
Some call it the cemetery of the future.
It's all beautiful rock, and you couldn't ask for anything better.
They use very little water to operate. For example, instead of grass, they have crushed granite by the gravestones.
We use very little resources to keep the place going, and that it's still a shrine, that it's still beautiful. The families come out here and they're really inspired by it.
In the meantime, Greenlawn is watering just enough to keep their grass alive, but not overwatering as to waste the precious resource. And they realize their lawns won't look as green as their name suggests.
And particularly with Memorial Day coming up, it's so many people visit the cemetery and they have high expectations. So we're hoping this story will help them understand that we're all trying to conserve, which our state needs desperately.
Mark Christian, 23 ABC.
Let's go back out.